Level 1, $0. No address. You don't have a door. You sleep in a shelter, in a car, on a bench. And the strangest thing happens. People stop seeing you. Not because you've become small. You haven't. But your reality is too inconvenient to witness. Eyes slide past you like water around a stone. You speak, and voices trail off. You exist in the negative space of society's attention. You learn that invisibility isn't peace, it's erasure. You don't have an address, so as far as the world is concerned, you don't quite have a life. You want to be seen, not celebrated, not pitied, just seen. But without a door to stand behind, the world has no frame for you. Level 2, $15,000. A rusted mobile home in a trailer park. Now you have a door. It sticks when it rains. You give this address on applications and watch the pause that follows. You see it, that microsecond of recalibration. The landlord's tone shifts. The loan officer's smile tightens. The school administrator glances at the form twice. You are not invisible anymore. You are a liability, a risk. The world doesn't look away from you now. It locks its doors against you. There are sirens at night. The carpet smells like moisture and old decisions. And sometimes, when you're filling out a form, you consider writing down a friend's address instead, just to see if the pause disappears. It does, and that tells you everything you need to know about what an address actually is. It isn't where you sleep. It's who you're allowed to be. Level 3, $150,000. A modest starter home. Thin walls, a small yard, one bathroom. You have a mortgage. Something changes. The pause is gone. When you give your address, nothing happens. And that nothing is everything. You are normal. You are unremarkable. You are the median, the mean, the bell curve made flesh. You paint the living room a color from a sample strip. You buy furniture that came in a flat box. Your neighbors wave but never learn your last name. You have crossed from threat to invisible. The world has filed you away. You are neither a problem nor a person of interest. You are fine. And somehow, fine feels lonelier than you expected. You thought arrival would feel like something. Instead, it feels like a waiting room you're allowed to decorate.
Level 4, $450,000. A suburban home in a good school district. 2-car garage, a wreath on the door. The salesperson meets you at the door. Not the assistant, the salesperson. They shake your hand like they mean it. Your contractor calls back the same day. The bank approves you before you finish the sentence. You are respectable now. Your neighbors introduce themselves with both names. They bring wine. They ask about your job in a way that assumes the answer will be interesting. You start to believe them. You start to mistake their performance for connection. The neighborhood has given you a script, and everyone around you has memorized their lines. Level 5, $750,000. A home in an upscale neighborhood, high ceilings, the kind of kitchen photographed for magazines. The valet takes your keys without looking at them. He looks at you with that slight respectful deference that you never ordered but have somehow earned. People assume now. They assume taste. They assume a certain kind of life, a certain trajectory, a certain weight to your opinions. You start to carry yourself differently, not because you changed, but because the rooms you walk into have changed. The architecture of expectation is reshaping you from the outside in. You mention the neighborhood at a dinner party and watch someone lean forward. You are becoming the house, and the house is becoming louder than anything you could say for yourself. People want to be near it. They want to stand in the kitchen and feel something, to take a photo that says, I was here, I was adjacent to this. Level 6, $1 million. A gated community, a name on a stone pillar at the entrance. You don't have to speak anymore. The address does it. The neighborhood's reputation arrives before you, clears the room, sets the table. People make assumptions about your intelligence, your judgment, your success before you've said a word. The gates close behind you at night, and the silence is enormous, temperature-controlled, curated, a silence that feels like power, but also, at 2 a.m., like a bell jar. You have not become more yourself. You have become more legible to others. The gates are high, the silence is expensive, and somewhere inside all of it, the person you started as is harder to find than it used to be. You started with no address. You ended with an address that everyone recognizes, and somehow, in both places, you were the least visible thing on the property. The world was never looking at you. It was looking at the number on the mailbox. It always was.